We're gonna start with a warm-up. So we're starting a bit slower today. Just roll your shoulders up and down your back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Spread your legs wide, just bend your knees. Then you're gonna start with just softly bouncing your knees. You can swing your arms freely. Try to get a full range of motion, loosen everything up. Gonna do a couple more. And then we'll just find some side lunges, right and left. Right here. So just lunge. Sit your weight back into your heels. Just take it slow. You're gonna stand upright and then just reach across your chest. So just reach right, left, right, left. You're gonna reach overhead right here, right, left. Try to stretch through your side body. You can take your time with these. We're gonna do 2 up and 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. Down, 2, up, 2. Just gonna do some hip circles right here. So just stand with your feet wide, just circle your hips clockwise. Change direction. As you push your hips back, try to just straighten your legs, really sit back. One more time, switch sides. We're gonna end where we started. Bouncing your knees, swinging your arms right here. Bounce your knees. Swing your arms, just breathe. And we're done. Alright, meet me on your mat. You want to fold your mat into half like so. And then we're going to go into high plank. So your hands are going to be slightly wider than your shoulders, slightly above your shoulders. Come into high plank. You'll start by tapping and raising both knees. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap and lift. Tap, lift up. So just a gentle tap onto the floor. Keep your core hugged in, upper body stable, hips stable. Tap, lift up, tap, lift up. You're gonna find mountain climbers. Right leg will slide in, followed by the left leg. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, left, right, left. So right knee and left knee come to your elbow. You're going to cross over, so right knee will go to left elbow. Apparently this is called road runner. In 2 and 1. Twist and twist. This starts to get into your obliques, so you should feel them firing up really quickly. Now just a few more. Then we're going to go down to forearm plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to forearm plank. Just shift forward and back. Forward, back. forward, back. Try to keep your hips level with your shoulders. Forward and back. Now your right knee is going to come against your right elbow, but this time your legs will frog outwards in 2 and 1. Right, switch sides, left. Right, left. Speed it up, go right, go left. So the challenge here is to keep your hips stable. Almost there. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Come to your bar. Come and stand with your left hand resting lightly on your bar. You stand with your feet about hips distance apart, maybe slightly wider. Toes turned out to the side. We're going to go into a V squat. So squatting down, try to reach your right hand to the floor and then we'll lift up. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat, lift up. Squat, lift up. So as you squat, you're sending your weight back into your heels, keeping your back long, chest broad. You can feel free to stay here. Otherwise, I'm going to pop up into a jump and then squat back down. So you'll click your heels together like Dorothy. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump. Squat down. Jump. Squat down. Jump. And jump. Jump. And jump. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Just come back to the squat. And 1. Right here, just pulse, pulse, and pulse. So staying in your squat, you're going to rotate your right thigh such that your right knee comes inwards and then rotate out. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low, rotate in and out. In and out. So I'm pivoting on my right toe, keeping my weight low. This works your external thighs, internal thighs, and also your glutes. Also gives a bit of hip mobility. So your right hip is not going to be still, it's going to be turning in and out. We're going to just rotate in, make it a deep rotation, so right knee touches the ground if you can. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate down and up, down and up. So only go as low as you can, or what your body feels up to today. We're going to switch sides in 2 and 1. So switch sides, start with just squatting. So squat, up, squat, and up. Try not to straighten your legs completely. You can reach down to the ground as we did before. And then feel free to stay here, otherwise join me in popping up into a jump. In 2 and 1. Squat, pop up, squat, pop up. Down, down. 4, 3, 2, hold low, and 1. Right here, just pulse. We'll find that internal rotation of your left thigh. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low, rotate in and out. In and out. Try to get a large range of motion with this rotation. Rotate in and out. In and out. So you can go 1 inch lower you're gonna find those deep internal rotations. So left knee is gonna come to the ground. If you feel up to it, in 4, 3, 2, 1. In, lift up, in, lift up. Only lift up as high as you can, staying in this deep squat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Grab hold of your heavier set of weights. Your mat is still going to be folded into half. So we're going to start with a reverse lunge, sliding your left leg back. And so I'm going to be standing on the left side of the fold. When we switch sides, you can either jump to the other end of the mat, or you can open the mat and fold it the other way, like how I'm going to do it. So since we're going to start with a reverse lunge, just make sure there's a little bit of space behind your mat so that your leg can slide back. And then come start with your feet hips distance apart at the edge of your mat. As you slide your leg back, you're going to find a bicep curl. You're then going to do a side lunge, sliding your left leg out to the side. As you do that, you're going to find a curl to the side. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl. And out. Back. And out. So as you do your reverse lunge, just hold your torso upright. Distribute a little bit of weight into both legs. And then make sure your legs are still kind of hips distance apart. So you're not really sliding or kind of walking on a tightrope as you slide back. And then as you go into the side lunge, your weight will be mostly on the right heel. Full range bicep curls to the side. Back to the side. We're going to stick with the side lunges in 2 and 1. Weights at elbow height. In. Stretch out and in. So your weight is in your heel. You're sending your hips back, keeping your back long. Slide your forearms wide and then together in 2 and 1. Out, together. Out, together. 8 more. 6, 5. You're going to turn to your left side, find a forward lunge in 2 and 1. So turn. You'll slide your left leg out. As you do so, find full range curls. Out, in. Out, in. Slide down, come up. Down, come up. We're heading towards a change. So you need to either move to the other end of your mat or fold it the other way. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So try to quickly change over. Once you're there, go to a reverse lunge and then to a side lunge, finding those bicep curls in 2 and 1. Side, back, to the side. Watch your form as you slide back. Left knee tracks over your ankle. Forward, to the side. Stick with just the side lunges. In 2 and 1. Weights here, side lunge. Slide your forearms wide in 2 and 1. Wide, come in, wide, and in. Keep your weight back. Think about your inner thighs pulling your leg in. Find forward lunge. Turn to the right. 2 and 1. Turn full range bicep curls as you slide forward in 2 and 1. Forward forward, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, you're going to grab one heavy weight, set the other one aside. Come lie down on your right side. So you're going to be on your right forearm. You're going to be on your right hip, left hip stacked on top of the right, and then right leg stretched long. We're going to work our inner thighs. So starting with our right inner thighs, you're going to lift and lower the right leg, pressing down with the weight. In 2 and 1. You lift and lower, lift and lower. So this may look like a small movement. You should feel it very soon. Good. Lift and lower. Now you want your left hip to be stacked over your right, as I mentioned. And then you're resting on your right forearm. But don't slump into your shoulder. Just pull away so your right side body is lifted away from the left. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hold your right leg high, find tiny lifts. In 2, in 1. Right here. Tiny lift, 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 lift. Oh, okay, I really feel that now. Lift, tiny lift. So this doesn't have to be a big dramatic movement. You want to get as high as your range permits you to, and then press into the resistance. So you really feel this burning up your right thigh, inner thigh. Tiny lift, tiny lift, tiny lift, tiny lift. You're going to hold your right leg high. Just press it back behind you. 2 and 1. Hold high, press and press. So if at any point this becomes too much, you can remove the weight. It's going to feel as challenging. Good thing is we're close to the switch. We're going to change sides. In 2, in 1. Get up, switch sides. You're going to lie on your left side. Right leg draped over the left. Set the weight on your left inner thigh. Lift and lower. 2 and 1. Lift for 2, lower for 2. Lift and lower. Again, pull your left side body up. Try to see that your hips are stacked. Pull your core in. Lift for 2, lower for 2. Lift for 2, lower for 2. I like to press my heel out. Somehow helps to get my inner thighs firing. Lift and lower. Hold high, find tiny lifts. In 2 and 1. Tiny lift, tiny lift. Lift, lift. Embrace the shake. Lift, 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 lift. Alright, we have less than a minute to go. You hold your left thigh high and then just press it back behind you. 2 and 1. Press, press. Press and press. Almost there, I promise. Keep going. See if you can lift your left thigh 1 inch higher so you can feel the whole thigh off the mat. Press and press. Look up at the ceiling, out the window. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab hold of your heavier set of weights. Come sit down on your mat. So you're going to have your mat folded. You're going to be seated at the edge of the fold. We're going to start in a glute bridge. So have both legs about hip distance apart, knees pointing up to the ceiling. Lay back with your weights. You start by lifting your hips for 2 and lowering for 2. And as you do so, your weights will start off right here behind you. You're going to lift and lower as you move your hips. So if you're ready, in 2 and 1. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. So notice my glutes are lifting only maybe 1 or 2 inches above the ground. What this means is that your upper back, or you can think of it as your upper ribs, stay on the ground. And give a squeeze of your glutes as they reach the top. With your arms, we're working on triceps here. Try to keep your forearms close to your face. And then extend back. Oops. Up, lower, up, and lower. You hold your weights overhead, hold your hips up. Both legs are going to slide out onto the ground and then slide back in 2 and 1. Hold high, out, in, out, in. So I'm working hard to keep my hips up as both legs extend and bend. This gets our glutes, also our hamstrings. Out and in, out and in. Alright, you're going to draw your legs in. Just go back to pulsing your hips in 2 and 1. Up, pulse, pulse. Readjust as necessary. You're going to hold your hips high. Just bend and extend both weights in 2 and 1. Hold high, down and up. Of course, bend and extend your arms to move the weights. Down, up, down, and up. You hold your weights high above you. We're going to come into a running hamstring slide. So your right leg, starting with your right, will run out onto the ground and back in. Then you go to your left. In 2 and 1. Follow me. Right, left, right, left. Hips are still high. Try to keep both hips level. So it's really just your thighs moving. But your entire upper body up to your hips are just still. For this single leg work, we're training the strength on both legs to make sure that you don't have one leg compensating for the other. Right, left. Alright, you're going to pull both legs in. Just go to full range, lifting and lowering your hips. Your weights will move along with them in 2 and 1. Lower for 2, lift for 2. Lower, lift. So I have my weights a little bit towards my chest, so I just move them such that my forearms are closer to my face. Down, up, down, up. Give a squeeze. Down, up, down, up. You hold your hips high, just pulse. Weights will stay high in 2 and 1. Just pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come down to your mat. Have your mat fully unfolded like so. And come into a tabletop. So for this one, all you need are, actually, you don't even need your sliders, but I still have my socks on. We're going to start by working our right glute. So you're going to bend your right leg such that your foot comes close to your seat. Lift for 2, and then come knee to knee for 2. In 2 and 1. Lift for 2, come knee to knee for 2. Lift, and knee to knee. So I have my foot pointed. We're going to alternate pointing and flexing. Flex, and down for 2. Point, down for 2. Flex. So some notes on alignment. You want your core to be hugged in. You want some weight in all contact points. So for example, don't have your weight all the way back here. You want some weight in your hands as well. And then both hips are pointing forward. You keep your foot just pointed. And then go 1 up for 3, down for 1. 3, 2, 1, down 1. 3, 2, 1, down 1. So as you do this, try to lift your leg into the resistance that you feel at the top of the movement. 1 and down. 3, 2, 1 and down. 3, 2, 1 and down. Alright, few more. Then you're going to straighten your leg. Just tap it onto the mat and lower. In 2 and 1. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Check again that both hips are pointed forward. Tap and lift. Only lift as high as you can without arching your back. So again, my upper body is completely still. We'll find that rhythm, so up for 3, down for 1. In 2 and 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Tap. 3, 2, 1. Hold your leg high, just pulse in 2 and 1 right here. Pulse and pulse. Pulse and pulse. So option to reach your opposite arm, so the left arm up. Second option, to pull your left elbow and your right knee in towards each other. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull in, stretch long. Pull in, stretch long. In, stretch long. So a little bit of cardio, a bit of a balance challenge. Keep pressing down onto your hand that's on the mat. Try not to sink into your left hip. Together and out. Together and out. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, keeping your right leg raised. Come down to your left forearm and right fingertips. You may need to adjust your standing knee. And then pull your right knee in towards your belly. Close and open your leg. In 4, 3, 2, 1. You 1 inch close for 2. Open for 2. Close and open. So you notice now that you're open up to the side. So your hips are no longer facing in the same direction. Instead, your right hip is open. You can either be open up to the side like this, or slightly more closed like I am. The important thing is to pull your left body up and away from the mat, so you're not sinking into your left hip or your left forearm. Down, up. Keep your right leg bent. You're going to bring your right thigh in line with your hip and then wrap back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, wrap back, wrap back, back, wrap back. So keep your right foot close to your right butt cheek. Keep some weight in both hands. Back, wrap back, back, wrap back. So now your knee is facing just forward. So not pointing down to the ground or pointing up. You're going to straighten your right leg in line with your body. It's going to come in front of you, in front of your belly, and then go in line with your belly, your hip. In 2 and 1. Front. Long. Front. Long. Long. To the front. Almost there. Long to the front. long, in front, long, in front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we'll switch sides. So come find tabletop again. We're going to work our left glute this time. So bend your left leg deeply. You'll lift it up to the sky and come knee to knee. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up for 2, knee to knee for 2. So start off with your left foot pointed. Up for 2, knee to knee for 2. Check that both hips are pointed forward and you're hugging your core. We'll find flex foot and then pointed foot right here. Flex up for 2, down for 2, and point up and down. Flex foot, go up and down. So when you're pointing, it's like you're bursting bubble wrap on the ceiling. And then the flex foot is like you're stamping your foot right onto the ceiling. Point and down. You keep your foot pointed. Just go up for 3, down for 1. In 2 and 1. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. I just caught myself sinking into my left hand, in my right hand. So you want to put a bit more weight into your left hand so that you don't sink into your right side, including your right hip. And down. 3, 2, 1, and down. You're going to straighten your left leg, tap the mat, and then lift long. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap, lift up, tap, lift up. Try not to arch your back as you lift. Keep your core stable. Down, up, down, up. You're getting your glute max here as you lift to the top of this movement. Up for 3, down for 1. In 2 and 1. Up, 3, 2, down, 3, 2, 1, down, 3, 2, 1, down. Hold your leg high, just pulse. Right here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Option to lift your right hand. Option to pull your right elbow towards your left knee in 2 and 1. In, stretch long. In, stretch long. Shift your weight forward again into your left hand. Almost there. In, stretch long. In, stretch long. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your left leg raised. Come down to your right forearm. You're going to hinge your left leg open and close in 2 and 1. So close for 2, open for 2. Close and open. So again, I'm just slightly turned to the side. Kind of my left hip is almost facing diagonally towards the floor. You may be a lot more open or more closed, that's fine. Up for 2. Down. Up for 2. Just try not to sink into this right shoulder. Try not to sink into your right thigh and hip. You're going to keep your left leg bent. Pull your thigh in line with your body, just wrap back. Right here, wrap back, 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 and back. So you feel a little squeeze where your butt meets your thigh as you do this. Keep your left foot close to your left butt cheek. Wrap back, wrap back, wrap back, wrap back. Alright, we're heading towards our last variation. You're going to straighten your left leg. It's going to start off in line with your hip. You'll pull it in front of your belly and then go back to your hip. In 2 and 1. Straighten up, forward for 2. Long, forward, to the side. Forward, side, couple more, almost there. Four, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cool down. Come lie down on your mat. Just spread your arms and legs out wide. Take a few deep breaths to let your body know it can shift into recovery. Deep breath in, out. Another deep breath. When you're ready, just gently hug your knees into your chest. You can rock gently side to side. You're going to come into a figure 4 stretch, first with the right leg. So right ankle goes over your left thigh. Hands come behind your left thigh and then just gently pull into your chest. With your right elbow, just gently press your right thigh away from you. A few deep breaths. Gently set your left leg down, right leg goes up to the sky. You can set your hands behind your right thigh now. And then let your right leg gently fall over to the left, spinal twist to the right. Take a few deep breaths. Try to find length in your right side body. Gently come back to center. Knees come back in towards your chest. We'll find that figure 4 stretch on the left side. Left ankle over your right thigh. And then pull your right knee in towards your chest. Left elbow pushes down onto your left thigh. Deep breaths. Right leg goes long. Left leg stretches up towards the sky. And then pull your left thigh in towards your chest with both hands. Gonna let your left leg fall towards your right side, spinal twist. This time feel the stretch in your left side body. Come back towards the center and just rock up into a seated position. Come and sit cross-legged. And a few deep breaths up and in. Release. And a second deep breath. Thank you for being with me here today.